it really is a big story unfolding here. We understand that Tokyo headquartered SoftBank is looking at a possible transaction with an Indian company. Its visionary founder, Masayoshi Son, has in his kitty investments, as you know, like global tech majors, like Alibaba, Yahoo, and so on. They recently had a fundraising for $100 billion fund that's just closed. And in fact, Masa has been talking about doing that literally every couple of years. It gives you a sense of the kind of scale. Ajay has this exclusive story for us on a similar transaction brewing in India. Ajay?
Well, that's correct. That's a big exclusive which we are gathering that, Vision Fund, SoftBank's Vision Fund, the $100 billion fund, is doing due diligence to pick up a slice in Reliance's telecom technology and e-commerce venture Jio, as you may call it, and we understand that they are considering investing sub $5 billion in Jio, and right now they are doing the due diligence. The reason they like Jio is because it's got technology, it's got telecom, which SoftBank actually has at the parent level, a lot of experience, and they have been doing it in Japan as well. Alibaba and Yahoo, of course, gets you technology. They are keen on, because Jio has got a lot of technology going into it, and now they are planning an e-commerce splash as well, and they are interested. So over here they get, by investing in one business, they get all the three flavors which historically they have liked. And especially when I spoke to the source who was telling me that why Jio and not, there are so many other telecom kind of technology companies here in India. So they said they have invested in OU Rooms as well, and the reason why they like Jio is because it's got all the three things going to it. It's got scale. Vision Fund actually likes to invest only in businesses which have huge scale possibilities going forward, and is a market leader. So we understand that due diligence is on right now. It could take some time before official announcement may actually happen. We reached out to both Reliance Industries, who did not wish to comment on it, as well as SoftBank. They also refused to comment on it. Now we all know that there is in public, Reliance has said that they would be doing monetization exercises. They have recently carved out the fiber and the tower assets into an InvIT kind of a structure. So we understand right now overall due diligence is on. They're still not arrived upon whether Jio as main company they'll invest in or in the InvIT structure, but we understand that very actively the work is going on in this direction.
That's a big exclusive. But Ajay, can you also tell us about SoftBank's Vision Fund, because we understand that several marquee investors like Saudi Prince bin Salman, etc., are also investors in it, and why, you were talking about why within the lot they're picking out Jio, but how lucrative is it given the overall vision for this fund?
Now this is a very important part, Awan. After Nikesh Arora stepped down from SoftBank, there's a new guy at the helm, and he is looking after the Vision Fund, a gentleman named Rajiv Misra, who does Bombay and London, and he is right now overseeing this Vision Fund, which is mostly led by bankers. I also understand that the $45 billion out of this $100 billion has been committed by the Saudi Prince. Remember, Saudi Prince Aramco is also, there are reports that they are looking at the petrochemical and refining business as well. So there is a lot of engagement right now between the Saudi Prince's firms, investment arms, and Reliance Industries. What is the source also told me that the new guy at the helm at the Vision Fund is a 56-year-old veteran banker from Deutsche Bank, and he had very good relations with the the sovereign wealth arm of the Saudi government, and hence there is also an angle playing that they know Indian landscape very well, technology space very well, and of course the promoters are Reliance Industries. So there is an angle playing there as well, and they have clearly gone on record in saying that they would be looking at approximately 70 companies overall. Some would be Indian, some Chinese, and some European, and each investment would have up to $3 to $4 billion worth of investment. Recent one was OYO Rooms as well. So that's the big deal, which is.
All right, Ajay, that's a big break. This is again source-based information that SoftBank may be looking at doing due diligence to invest in Reliance Jio. Now, Reliance Jio is just not an ordinary telecom company. They are essentially trying to create what could be called as an digital stroke data ecosystem, from shopping experience to payment gateway solutions to consuming data, both music and video content, and also taking care of your banking and payment needs. So SoftBank, the most famous investment of SoftBank, of course, has been Alibaba. We all know that. Then they've invested in certain companies in India, largely Zomato. They've invested in Ola. They've invested in other large startups which in a sense have become unicorn. We know that there is a $100 billion vision fund which is coming, and they need to really go, they need to now look at a market like India also, because given how SoftBank essentially invests in new age companies. We know that right now there's a fiction of data transparency and data usage between the Americans and the Chinese. Chinese internet companies, they may have had good listings, but they've not really created a lot of shareholder wealth, considering what's happened to the stock of Tencent. SoftBank knows that India is where the growth is, Reliance Jio is where the ecosystem is. Reliance Jio is also, the Reliance Jio has, or Reliance has used their balance sheet to create the Reliance Jio business, and now they're clearly looking at monetizing it. But what really it also means, Abha and Avan, is that there was a news which we picked up in the Times of India, I think a week ago, where Reliance was open to selling stake in the refinery. Now they are looking at selling, they could be looking at selling stake in Jio or the allied business of Jio. We already know that, along with the numbers, they've announced the monetization of some of their Jio assets via the REITs route. So Reliance knows that they have a lot of debt, and they now really need to start unlocking their sum of part valuations.